Hello, hello, hello. This is Carla Michelle, and it's another day where you chose to play the Strong Women's Network podcast. I am so happy to have you here. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to this podcast. Make it one of your favorites. Share it with a friend, with the family, with a cousin, with a coworker, with a colleague. Share it. It'll be great. And if you're an Apple Podcast listener, you have the opportunity to rate this podcast. 5 stars are always great. And leave a comment. I would so appreciate it. Once again, we come to you with something from me. And I want to talk about a few things. But before I do, I want to remind you about my book, The Strong Woman's Network, The Strong Woman's Playbook, Become Your Greatness. And that is on Amazon. You can go ahead and just put that in the search under books or just put it in the search and you shall see it. The Strong Woman's Playbook, Become Your Greatness. Go ahead and get a copy today. And I appreciate your support. So today, let's talk about the things you should be saying yes to. Things you should say yes to. And these are things that I am more mindful of saying yes to, and I really wanted to share with you. So let's buckle down. If you grab paper when you listen, or you're driving, or whatever, you're cleaning the house or cooking, whatever it is, I think you got a good enough memory to store this. But if not, grab your journal, grab a piece of paper, grab something, your iPad, the notes in your phone, and just, follow along and see what you want to take on to saying yes to. The first one, saying yes to making your own decisions. Saying yes to making your own decisions. There are so many times in life that we choose to let other people make decisions for us that don't work for us. And the way we allow the decisions to be made for us is by silence, is by lack of action. We just let it happen, per se. But I really implore you to think about saying yes to making your own decisions. Why, I don't want to say why. What serves you by allowing them or something to make a decision for you? It can even be an outcome of something. It could be something that have changed in your life and it's happened to you and it's presented itself. What's the next step? You still have the right to make a decision on how you're going to handle it, how you're going to show up in that situation. There are many times where there's incidents that happen in our life. Our decision could be what kind of attitude I'm going to have towards that. What am I going to take from it? Make a decision. Don't let something, even if it's something that we wouldn't label as good, you still have a decision to not let that make the decision of how you will handle it, how you will live in it, how you will move past it, how you will, whatever is coming up. If I didn't say handle it, I think I did. But you have the right to make the decision on how you want to move forward, or if you want to stay still, or the point is, make your own decision, speak up. I did a quote on my Instagram page, and it was because I want to. And it's so many times you can make a decision just because you want to make that decision. You want to make that decision, so you are. And what excuses, or why do we have to explain a decision that is being made if you already know it's something that works for you, but we do it? Why are you doing that? Why are you going there? Why are you buying that? Why are you with that person? You know, But if you understand why you made the decision, then right now that should be what serves you at that moment, okay? Well, not just at that moment, but it's really about making your own decisions. It's really understanding that a lot of times we will seek from the outside validation for a decision we know that is good for us. Not the ones we question, the ones that we really know that is good for us. All right? So, say yes to making your own decisions. Say yes to honoring a schedule that works for you. I've shared my schedule, I believe, in the episode about my routine. And what works for me is a schedule of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of clients, or whatever is a schedule that needs to be scheduled to happen. And Monday and Friday are used, Monday as a creative day and Friday as a day as well as creative day, but in a different form. So, what schedule works for you? Finding harmony in your life. What schedule helps you find that harmony spiritually, mentally, financially, socially, relationship? Where is that harmony? What schedule works for you? Um, Honoring that schedule not based on what other people need. What do you need? Honoring the schedule that puts the percentage higher for what you need to do for yourself and what needs to happen in your life for you to have a peaceful week, a peaceful day, a peaceful month, a peaceful year, whatever peace looks like to you. Now, this is not an excuse to run from stuff that needs to be done, but this is a thing of honoring your schedule for those of you who have a schedule and then let it go out the window when someone calls or someone needs something. That's who I'm talking to. Honor the schedule you put in place. I know there's something that you are desiring to do and how to lead your life day by day. Honor that. Honor that. And then in that, for those of you who honor your schedule and just kill it, plan to take some time away, some breaks. That is also honoring your schedule. You know you work hard, you know you're doing a lot. Well, take some time to get away, quarterly, weekly, do something, a walk, something. That is another way of honoring your schedule. Say yes to making your own decisions. Say yes to honoring a schedule that works for you. Say yes to honoring the alerts that happen in your life. So, the alert to move on. And I know maybe many of us have think when we say move on, it could be like in a relationship or something of that manner, but it could. But also, I'm meaning an alert to move on when you're on an assignment and you're spending so much time on one thing. Listen to your inner alert of it's time to move on from that. Or even the alert that says it's time to stop laying around. You've been chilling all day, you know you have this and that needs to be completed. It's necessary. This is not your rest day. This is your day when you're not supposed to be getting stuff done. Listen to the alert that your body gives you to say get up and go ahead and do that. And go. If you need to follow the 5 second rule that's out there where you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and you get up, then do what works. But make sure you're honoring the alerts that are going off for you. Also, honor the alert when it's time to hang up the phone, when it's time to stop text messaging, when it's time to stop FaceTiming someone, and you've been on there. Honor the alert to bring that to closure, or to closing, when to finish. Honor that alert. Because then your whole day is not, or your whole night, or whatever is doing is not lost because you're missing those alerts to move on. You're missing those alerts to end a meeting, especially if you're running it and you know, okay, you've just rehashed something that has been brought up over and over and over again. It's time to end the meeting. You know that it's an alert when it's time to honor the alert when it's time to go to bed. Go to bed. Honor that alert. Sometimes We sit here and we'll have the TV on, our eyes are closing, and we still try to focus and wake up. If your body is tired, let's go to bed. Let's honor that alert. Honor that alert when it's time to stop eating all that's before you. Honor that alert. Honor the alert when it's time to eat for some of us. Working so hard, working so diligently, or we just don't like to eat because we want our bodies to look a certain way, but our bodies are suffering behind it. Listen to the alert. All right. So, one, things to say yes to, making your own decision, honoring a schedule that works, honoring your alert to move on. Say yes to positive words about yourself and others. Say yes to saying positive words about yourself and others. This is for all of us. I also want to touch on those that your mind is racing and you can't turn off the downward spiral. And the downward spiral is not something that is feeding life to you. And usually it's thoughts that are negative, are degrading, even about ourselves. We could think it. So say yes to saying positive words about yourself. And I will say, when the thoughts come, the best weapon is to come back with a positive saying about yourself. Oh, you'll never get this right. You know what? Things always work out for me naturally. And if I don't understand it now, I will. Just give it time. So that is saying positive words about yourself, saying positive words about others. There's so many times that we escalate a situation because of the negative words we are saying about other people. Whereas if we just let it die and stop letting it be a part of our conversation, it'll stop it. It'll take the power out of it. So say yes to saying positive words about yourself and say yes to saying positive words about others. I almost think that old saying, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. We usually use it when we're talking about other people. We also need to use it when we're talking about ourselves. All right? Say yes to making your own decisions. Say yes to honoring a schedule that works for you. Say yes to honoring your alert to move on. Say yes to saying positive words about yourself and to others. Say yes to progress. Say yes to progress. How many of us are not even seeing the little things? The little things that we're accomplishing. We are so head down, focused on accomplishing this goal and that goal and getting to the end result that we do not even look up and see what we have accomplished today. Say yes to progress. Say yes to seeing your progress. Say yes to celebrating your progress. You know, if you listen to me at all, I am big on that saying yes. Saying yes to yourself, saying yes to progress, saying yes to who you are, saying yes to what you've accomplished, saying yes to that. Well, I just went off, but saying yes to progress, saying yes to what you've done, even the little things. All right, I'm going to end it here. Short and sweet episode today. Say yes to adventure. I know. You're like, what do you mean? How do we say yes to adventure when a lot of things that we want to do we can't do because of what's happening right now in our cities or in our counties or in our states? You know, say yes to adventure still. There are things that can be done. Look outside the box. Think outside the box. Feel outside the box. Search outside the box. What can you do? Be adventurous, even if it's in your own home. What can you do? How can you be adventurous? Oh, please, 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 please think of ways. I saw a couple, and I've done this, where you get in the back of a truck or SUV and you have a date. You don't have to go anywhere. It could be in your garage. You lift up the back, you take your laptop out there, put a movie on Netflix, have pizza, popcorn, something to drink, and be on a date. You are still safe. Be adventurous. Be adventurous. Understand that there is opportunity when you look for it. So here we go. Things to say yes to. Say yes to making your own decisions. Say yes to honoring a schedule that works for you. Say yes to honoring the alert that tells you to move on. Say yes to positive words, saying them about you, saying them about others. Say yes to your progress. Celebrate it, look at it, acknowledge even the little things. Get Look up and see that it may not feel like it, but I tell you, if you sit down and you look at your day, even if it's checking off some tasks, that is progress. And then, yes to adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, how many is that? One, two, three, four, five, six things to say yes to. Six things to say yes to. Thank you again for listening. Remember, share this episode, invite people in, let people know about what is happening, how this is working for you, how this is inspiring you. Avail yourself to the Strong Woman's, I stuttered, the Strong Woman's Playbook. Become Your Greatness on Amazon. Subscribe to this podcast. And if you ever need anything, hey, you could reach me at hello at drcarlainc.com. Let me know what you're thinking about. And if you're looking for a coach or you know someone who is looking for a life or a business coach, please let's talk. You can always plan and book a free discovery call with me. Have a good one. Once again, this is Carla Michelle signing off. Thank you for the opportunity. Six things to say yes to. All right. I love you. I believe in you, and stay strong.